Let's go down where Jim Riggleman now is talking with the media about this ball game.
It's not just that, you know, that those guys really suck everything up over there, but it's that's an indication that he's getting a hitter to do with the ball what he's trying to get him to do. So, you know, it was a real good outing, a strong outing for him, kind of a hot day. He minimized his pitches and was able to go deep in the game. We played good defense for him. You know, when we've played good defense, we've won at least our share of games.
What was the discussion in the ninth inning?
Well, you know, before the ball game, there was Joe West called myself and Tony down to the umpire's office to talk about the end of the game yesterday, and you know, just wanted to make sure if warnings need to be given to either club, but we're going to be watching close for anything and all that kind of stuff. And so when that ball went behind Holiday, you know, Tony felt, I guess, you know, I shouldn't speak for Tony, but it appeared that he felt that that, you know, there was some intent there, that, you know, if you're looking for that before the game, there it is. And but clearly there was no intent. It was a terrible pitch. We're winning the game 4-1, and certainly we don't want to be hitting anybody, get anybody on base, you know, get a rally started. But, you know, after what happened last night, you know, you see where it's coming from.
Were there warnings issued?
After that pitch, yeah.
Jim, was that to kind of rile up Drew a little bit too? I mean, is there some gamesmanship there?
Well, I don't know if it's rile up, but I know it got to the point where I didn't like him standing on the mound as long as he was, and I felt like, you know, pretty soon here we got to invoke the rule where if it doesn't get going pretty quick here, you can just say, okay, you got 20 seconds, and if he's not in the box, it's a strike. And then, you know, because you know, you don't want your guy standing out there that long. He had already pitched to third and come in and sat down, and now going back out.
Was there any doubt, Jim, that once Lannon had gone into the eighth inning, you were going to try to finish the game with Storen since the bullpen had been?
You know, our bullpen was very fresh today. We you know, with what Levo gave us, you know, Marquis had thrown some deep game the other day. Our bullpen, we got a lot of guys down there. Drew needed to get in the ball game. Slayton, Stammen, Batista, Peralta, they all were very fresh. So I wasn't concerned about that. It was just going to be Drew's game unless he couldn't put the brakes on it, and then I would have gone to Burnett and go from there.
Would you talk about Lannon helping himself with the bat, and Mike Morris continues to do the job for you?
Yeah, well, you know, John Lannon's up there. He works hard on his hitting. He's down in the cage all the time with Steve McCaddy and takes a lot of batting practice. But the quality of his at-bats today really was, I mean, the hit is icing on the cake. That was beautiful. But, you know, then the ball takes a bad hop out there, had some funny spin, allowed to run to score. But, you know, the number of pitches he made the other pitchers throw was you know, indicative of how hard he's working, because he fouled a lot of balls off today. So, you know, he didn't always get a hit, but he made them keep working out there in the heat. Morris has played very well. You know, he continues to make a statement for himself that he should be a big part of this ball club, and certainly we're receptive to that.
When did you decide to remove Lannon with a Pujols coming up in 2 outs after he'd only thrown 93 pitches? Was that because of the lefty-righty matchup?
Yeah, as much as anything. But I felt like I needed to give Drew a little breathing room. You know, I didn't want to bring him in, and you know, if I wait another hitter and Pujols happens to get on, then you know, now I've got Drew up there facing Holiday, and really with not much breathing room. So it was just a matter of giving Drew a little bit of time to you know, get his bearings there, and he pitched Albert very tough, but you know, you can't always do that. We had the opportunity to do that today, so that's the way we did it.
Jim, how nice is it to see the guys respond with 3 out of 4 against the Cardinals after the series against the Cubs, getting swept, and the discussions you had with them? How nice is it to see the response like that?
Well, it's good, but you know, we played good, clean baseball. You know, when we don't make errors, because we got a pretty good offensive ball club, and our pitchers pitch to contact. We don't strike out a lot of people. So when we play good defense, like we did in this series, we, you know, we're tough to beat. We're competitive with everybody. That's, you know, it's you think pitching and you think hitting, but defense is huge. And when we play good defense like that, it just gives us a chance to win that many more ball games. And you know, I think most clubs are like that, but certainly with us, there's a huge difference for when we don't make errors, what our record is.
Jim Wainwright had given up, I think, 7 earned runs his last 2 starts coming in, and you guys kind of got to him today. Was there anything you saw in him that would indicate you'd be able to hit him?
No, he's very good. You know, the big hit to the game really was, you know, he got one breaking ball up there. He had a good breaking ball today, but he left one up, and Morris got it. But you know, he's tough. He's really good. You know, another Cy Young candidate. You know, with the other guys we've been facing lately, and he's just a real good one. And you know, we got a hit from our pitcher to knock in a couple, which is unusual. And he hung a breaking ball, and fortunately it didn't have too much top spin on it. Morris really hit that ball good. It almost had too much top spin on it to get out.